Morning Bay.
Get to know about the traffic on your way and what's news around the world today.
Some wisdom skills along the way.
Oh, and a song to hum along with and sway.
Get your perfect entertaining start to the day.
At 9 a.m. every weekday morning with
Mahima's
Good Morning Bay.
Good morning Bay. आप सभी लोग हमारी तरफ से एक प्यार भरा नमस्ते,
Namaskar.
वनकम,
Namaskara.
खुशामदीद,
Assalamu alaikum.
सत श्री अकाल,
मी गंदरकी वंदनमु.
जय स्वामी नारायण,
जय श्री कृष्ण.
जय जनेन्द्र.
हमारे इस्माइली भाई बंधुओं को बोलते हैं या अली मदद.
मोराली बदल बोलते हैं सारे फीजी बंद लोगों पर नीसा बोला बटन. हम आ गए हैं आपके प्यारे महिमा के द्वारा. मैं से फालतू बाबा.
And of course, myself, Faltu Rani, लेकर आपके लिए एक और drive time show that's going to make it totally exciting and totally mastani band jani.
And a quick look at what's happening in the roads. This is our traffic update for you guys. जो आता है रास्ते का हाल total सस्ते.
It's time for the Bandu Traffic Update. Call us from wherever you are at 408-912-2479.
वैसे बलजन actually is COVID shelter-in-place time, so people are still not on the freeways, but some of you who are on the seaway, please watch out for this. In fact, on the Bay Bridge, there is actually a report of high winds westbound between Bay Bridge, of course, and Toll Plaza Oakland, near the region of San Francisco, between San Francisco and Oakland, but is at the connection. And a little bit of incident over there on a traffic alert has been announced actually on 24. Apart from that, towards the Bay, North Bay, South Bay, I don't see any incidents. It's a good weather actually, Budajam. Now, a quick look at what's happening with the headlines. Faltani, what do you have as headlines today?
Well, 1,200 coronavirus stimulus checks were mistakenly sent to foreign workers who came here on temporary visas, Banajan, and these workers have supposedly been cashing and using the checks overseas. Nancy Pelosi says that Congress will resolve COVID-19 aid but must be focused on helping the needy. Sally Yates in the Michael Flynn talk says that Michael Flynn talks neutered U.S.-Russia policy. New York Attorney General in breaking news is now suing to break up the NRA. That's right, the National Rifle Association. Taiwan is in talks to make the first purchase of sophisticated US drones. And Facebook and YouTube and Twitter removed ads of Trump and removed posts that had fake coronavirus news from Trump's accounts and any accounts related to Trump. Global recovery will come faster if the COVID-19 vaccine is available to all, according to the WHO chief. In breaking news from India regarding the Sushant Singh Rajput case, the CBI has registered an FIR against Riya Chakrabarti, her family, and other people. Also, the Defense Ministry of India has removed a document that admitted Chinese intrusions. And this has mysteriously disappeared from their website, which was previously there. Also, Microsoft is now expanding the TikTok takeover ambitions to the entire global business. You'll get more on all of this and also about Jeff Bezos selling Amazon shares worth $3.1 billion on MediaMahima.com.
And of course, Bajan, all the news we share with you guys on is available for you guys to follow up in detail on NEWSBLOG MediaMahima.com. But right now, Bajan, before we go into the news detail, how about a little bit of Gane Ka Kida Faltwani for Bandus?
Sure. This is a Gane Ka Kida from this recent movie, Banjan, called Shubh Mangal Zyada Savdhan. It's in the voice of Ayushmann Khurrana. It's a beautiful song called Mere Liye Tum Kafi Ho. जैसे हमारे लिए आप काफी हैं.
तेरी मेरी ऐसी जुड़ गई कहानी के जुड़ जाता जैसे दो नदियों का पानी. मुझे आगे तेरे साथ बहना है, जाना तुम्हें तो है ये बात जानी के जिंदगी कैसे बनती सुहानी. मुझे हर पल तेरे साथ रहना है, तुम कुछ अधूरे से हम भी कुछ आधे, आधा आधा हम जो दोनों मिला दे तो बन जाएगी अपनी एक जिंदगानी. ये दुनिया मिले ना मिले हमको, खुशियाँ भगा देंगी हर गम को. तुम साथ हो फिर क्या बाकी हो, मेरे लिए तुम काफी हो. मेरे लिए तुम काफी हो, मेरे लिए तुम काफी हो. आसमां के हैं हम दो सितारे के टकराते हैं टूटते हैं बेचारे मुझे तुमसे पर ये कहना है चक्के जो दो साथ चलते हैं थोड़े तो किसने रगड़ने में चलते हैं थोड़े पर यूं ही तो कटते हैं कच्चे किनारे ये दिल जो ढला तेरी आदत ने शामिल किया है इबादत में थोड़ी खुदा से भी माफी हो मेरे लिए तुम काफी हो मेरे लिए तुम काफी हो मेरे लिए तुम काफी हो
And of course, that was the Kani Akida, and we'll try to play it for you guys before we leave. Another 5 minutes, but done. Lekin, abhi ke liye, let's go see what's happening in the news with in detail for you guys. And yes, as I told you, if you want to catch up or do more research on what we're sharing with you guys on air, you can check it out on NEWSBLOG MediaMahima.com.
Thousands of foreign workers who entered the United States on temporary work visas received $1,200 checks in error during the first round of the COVID stimulus payments, and many of them are spending it in their home nations. One tax preparation firm told NPR that it has clients from 129 countries who mistakenly received these stimulus checks, including Brazil, Canada, China, India, Nigeria, and South Korea. Government officials and tax experts say that the mistake happened because many foreign workers, whether unintentionally or on purpose, file incorrect tax returns that make them appear to be U.S. residents. Some of them are now trying to amend their returns because they worry that having mistakenly received a stimulus check will jeopardize their visa status, green card application, or ability to return to the United States. But paisa gaya to gaya. So, Facebook Inc. on Wednesday took down a post by U.S. President Donald Trump, which the company said violated its rules against sharing misinformation about the coronavirus. This post contained a clip from an interview with Fox and Friends earlier in the day, in which Trump claimed that children, quote, are almost immune to COVID-19, unquote. And it contains false claims that a group of people are immune to COVID-19, which is a violation of our policies around harmful COVID misinformation, a Facebook spokesperson said. Also, a tweet containing the video was, which was posted by Trump campaign's Team Trump account and shared by the president, was also later taken out by Twitter for breaking its COVID-19 misinformation rules. YouTube, through a spokesperson, also said that it pulled down the video for violating its COVID-19 misinformation policies. However, the original interview remains available on the Fox News page of that particular platform. YouTube did not immediately respond to requests to clarify which particular videos were taken down. Yes, amid all this pandemic, unemployment benefits have ended, and Mitch McConnell is saying that we need to get another relief bill passed, and so are the Democrats, but they are nowhere near close to a deal. Nancy Pelosi is saying that they will resolve this, but it's important that the money should go to the needy. U.S. lawmakers will resolve their differences over the next batch of COVID-19 aid and reach a deal, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said on Thursday, but assistance must go to those who need it most amid this pandemic. We will find a solution, we will, and we will have an agreement, she said in an interview. If we are going to juggle some of this money, let's focus it on where it's going to go to do most good, she added, saying aid must be to help these people who are the most needy. They will spend it, there will be a stimulus or at least a stabilization. In some breaking news from India, Bandhujan, Bollywood actor Sushant Singh Rajput's suicide case seems to be getting more complicated with each day, with his father KK Singh filing an FIR against Riya Chakraborty in Patna, charging her with abetment to suicide, theft, wrongful confinement and cheating as well. Meanwhile, the central government has accepted the request of the Bihar government recommending a probe by the Central Bureau of Investigation in this particular case, and the CBI has registered this case. More on the details of the case you will find out on MediaMahima.com. Let me just tell you that the CBI team that worked on the Vijay Mallya case is the same team that's working on the Sushant Singh Rajput case. Also, India has rejected Pakistan's criticism of the launch of the construction of the Ram Temple in Ayodhya and has asked the neighboring country to refrain from communal incitement. External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Anurag Srivastava also asked Pakistan to desist from interfering in India's affairs. We've seen the press statement by the Islamic Republic of Pakistan on a matter internal to India. It should desist from interfering in India's affairs and refrain from communal incitement, Srivastava said. Speaking of that, Mandujan, one other news item that's really irking Pakistan at this particular point in time based on what India has done is that despite repeated requests from Pakistan to hold a foreign ministers meeting on Kashmir, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation has shown reluctance to convene such a conference, prompting an upset Islamabad to threaten that it may call a separate gathering on this particular issue. Pakistan has been pushing this 57-member organization of Islamic Cooperation, which is the second largest intergovernmental body after the UN, for the foreign ministers meeting since India revoked the special status of Jammu and Kashmir in last August. However, there has not been a positive response from the OIC, and I am once again respectfully telling the OIC that a meeting of the Council of Foreign Ministers is our expectation, Qureshi said during a talk on ARY News on Wednesday. In some news from the WHO, global recovery could be faster if the COVID-19 vaccine is made available to all, Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said on Thursday. He was speaking on an online panel discussion with members of the Aspen Security Forum in the United States, moderated by the NBC network. Jeff Bezos has sold $3.1 billion in his Amazon stock, and in recent days, regulatory filings have showed on Wednesday the stock sale comes at a time when the company's shares have surged more than 73% this year. During the first 2 working days of August, Bezos sold 1 million shares as part of a previously announced trading plan, according to the filings. Bezos, the world's richest man, said he planned to sell stock worth about $1 billion each year to fund his rocket company called Blue Origin. You can find out more about this and also about how the New York's Attorney State General has now sued to completely dissolve the National Rifle Association, alleging senior leaders of the non-profit group diverted money, millions of dollars, for personal use and to buy the silence and loyalty of former employees. So more on this story. It's a developing story, Banjan, and it's a huge story right now because NRA lobby, everybody knows the gun lobby in the United States, runs part of the GOP, right?
Yeah.
So you can get more on that on mediamahima.com. That's all we have time for on this morning's Good Morning Babe and the Jan. We will be leaving you with the final iteration of the Gani Ka Kida again, but we promise you we'll be back tonight live at 5 on the Pam Pam Show. Till then, have yourselves a terrific Thursday.
तेरी मेरी ऐसी जुड़ गई कहानी कि जुड़ जाता जैसे दो नदियों का पानी मुझे आगे तेरे साथ बहना है जाना तुम्हें तो है ये बात जानी कि ये जिंदगी कैसे बनती सुहानी मुझे हर पल तेरे साथ रहना है तुम कुछ अधूरे से हम भी कुछ आधे आधा आधा हम जो दोनों मिला दे तो बन जाएगी अपनी जिंदगानी ये दुनिया मिले ना मिले हमको खुशियाँ भगा देंगी हर गम को तुम साथ हो फिर क्या बाकी हो मेरे लिए तुम काफी हो